It's a beautiful night for baseball. Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Caray at Comiskey Park, where the White Sox open a series against the Kansas City Royals. It will be Rich Wortham going for the White Sox and Larry Gura, who was born and raised in Joliet. Here's Mike Piersall hitting Ben Ogilvie. Now, this is last night. Now look at Bruce Kim racing out there to get between the two. He gets his arms around Ogilvie. Now watch this jab while Kim is pushing him away that Ogilvie lands. Now here comes the big rhubarb. Now that's what happened last night, and I want you to look at the aftermath. Here's our guest, Mike Piersall.
No, it's not that bad, Harry.
You got a little shiner, though.
There's a little bruise here, that's all.
Why are they always come out after you, a nice, friendly guy like you are?
Harry, I think it has to be my size. As I said earlier, if I was 6'5", 215 like Ed Farmer, they wouldn't come near the place, but I'm 5'10", 180, so they charge me.
You know, I can't understand either one of those. Ogilvie's been going so well, you'd think he'd be so tickled to death. Why was he so incensed? Number one, it was a slider that seemed to break and hit him in the foot.
I don't know. You know, if, as I said yesterday, if you're out to hit somebody, you throw a pitch up around the shoulders or the back. You know, obviously there was no intent to hit him, and I have to believe that he had it preconceived what he was going to do if we had come close. He was having an excellent series. I think the thought of being hit was in the back of his mind, and when I did it, he just charged out.
Well, now listen, I think you forgot your plan of attack. The last time against Baltimore, when you hit the sensei, when he came out, you put a good tackle on him. Last night, you forgot to tackle.
Well, with Bruce in between us, I would have been called for a clip if I had hit Bruce in the back like that, so I couldn't go for him that way. And you know, I really didn't expect anything to come of it with Bruce there, and he landed that one punch over the top of Bruce, and you know, everybody went at it from there.
Well, when you walked over into the dugout, was there? I was afraid that maybe you had been kicked out of the game too. Was there any discussion?
Well, they had thrown Ogilvie out immediately, and they warned both sides. You know, anything else close, they're gone. The pitcher's gone. So they, you know, I went into the dugout to rinse my mouth. They had a little cut on my lip, and I just came over to rinse my mouth.
We're talking with Mike Piersall. We'll be back for more following this. Harry Caray back at Comiskey Park. Our guest is pitcher Mike Piersall of the Chicago White Sox. Mike, what happens now? You're a friendly, likable guy. Here, this is the second incident you've been involved in. What does your lovely wife and the little baby say to you when you get home?
Well, my wife, you know, she kind of, like last night I got home, she kind of said, "Oh, no, not again," you know, and looked at it and laughed about the black eye. Today when my son got up, you know, last time I said, you know, fighting's bad. And he kept saying, "Yeah, no more fighting, Daddy." And this morning he gets up and he says, "You got punched again, Dad?" I said, "Yeah, I got hit again, Jace, you know, but fighting's bad."
But you got to teach him he has to defend himself, right?
Yeah, you have to. It's part of growing up, I guess.
Well, you lead the league in starting fights and leading to team victories. You started 2 fights by hitting a hitter. A fight resulted each time, one in Baltimore, one here last night against Milwaukee, and your team went on to win. You think there's any relationship between the fight and the victory?
I think it fires us up. You know, we were kind of down in the dumps. That's not the reason for fighting and all, but I think the fight just woke a lot of people up. We came back, and you know, I think we've outscored the opponents about 9-0 after the 2 fights we've been in. Not that I'm going to do it to break us out of any slumps or anything either. I get the worst end of all those deals anyway.
What I thought was really funny, maybe the toughest guy in the ball club, Art Kushner, losing a contact lens.
I didn't know what everybody was looking at. I was going to go over there. I was so mad I was going to just stomp around the area. Then I found that it was his. He probably would have punched me on the other side of the head.
Did you see anybody get a good lick in?
No, I got hit, and you know, I think after that it was just more or less a wrestling match. I didn't see anybody punching each other.
We might have some more in this Kansas City series. There's always a lot of feeling between these two teams.
If there are any, I hope I'm not involved, Harry.
Mike, thank you very much for being our guest.
Thank you, Harry.
Work.
Thank you.
Okay, and if you need a lesson in boxing, I used to have a pretty good left jab.
I might have to look you up later on in the year.
Thanks a lot. Mike Piersall, the fine pitcher of the Chicago White Sox, has been our guest. Boy, what a lovely night for baseball. This is absolutely ideal. No wind to be a factor or anything. Just perfect. and there's still plenty of room for you if you're in the neighborhood. Jimmy Piersall's all set now with the starting lineups, and it's going to be Tex Wortham instead of Steve Trout for the White Sox, Larry Gura for the Royals. Harry Caray down on the field, inviting you to stay with us for exciting Chicago White Sox baseball. So long, everybody. Guests on the pregame show will receive a Baum and Mercier men's dress watch, courtesy of Henry K. Jewelers, who are located at 547 North Michigan Avenue and on the 3rd level of Water Tower Place.
It's Tony's left shoulder, isn't it? Hi, everybody. Jimmy Piersall here at Comiskey Park on a nice evening for baseball, as Harry will always tell you. The manager for the Kansas City Royals is Jim Fry. He's a new manager, took over for Whitey Herzog after last season. He's 48 years old, attended Ohio State University. He's been 30 years in baseball, and he spent 15 years with the Orioles as a coach and a manager in the minor leagues. He managed Bluefield 64-65. He coached for the Orioles from 1970 to 1979. He never played in the big leagues, but he had a great record in the minor leagues. He hit over 300 in 13 years. The lineup for the Kansas City Royals: Willie Wilson will lead it off and play center field. He can fly. Frank White will be at second base, and he can run too. He's a good base runner. Batting third, Hal McRae. He'll be in left field. Darrell Porter will be the designated hitter. Good to see him back in baseball. He'll bat fourth. John Wattham will be the catcher tonight. Willie Aikens will be at first base. Dave Chalk, a free agent who was signed in spring training by Kansas City, will be at third base. Bob Dietrich will be in right field. UL Washington will be at shortstop. And on the mound, the veteran Larry Gura. For the White Sox, Tony La Russa, who I've talked about before, has one added thing to his list. He's got a bad shoulder. He got in the bottom of that pile last night, and trying to get up out of it, he hurt his shoulder. He's 35 years old. He's 6'1", 185 pounds, from Tampa, Florida. For half a year, he managed at Knoxville. He came up with the White Sox in 1978 and did some coaching. He also managed at Iowa and did a good job, and then came up in August. In fact, it was August 2nd, where he won 27 and lost 27 when he took over the White Sox. He is now the manager and doing a good job. Leading it off for the White Sox tonight, Alan Bannister will be in left field. Junior Moore will be at third base. Jim Morrison will be at second base. Lamar Johnson will be at first base. Chet Lemon will be in center field. He's still batting fifth. Nordhagen will be the designated hitter. Baines is the only left-handed hitter in the lineup, and he'll be in right field. Bruce Kim will be behind the plate. Greg Pryor will be at shortstop. And on the mound, it'll be Richard Wortham, who will be starting tonight after 8 relief appearances. We'll be right back to talk about the pitchers right after this message. Richard Wortham, making his first start of the year after having 8 relief appearances, did pretty good. He won 2 and lost none, had an ERA of 5.50, but that's because the other night when he came in and pitched 6 batters, he gave up 6 runs, but he had pitched well and done a pretty good job. Last year he was 14 and 14. Lifetime against this ball club, the Kansas City Royals, he's 1 and 2. He stands 6 feet tall, 185 pounds. He's 26 years old, from Odessa, Texas. Fastball, curveball, not too much of a change, but he throws hard, he works hard, he'll give you a battle every time he's out there. But generally when he pitches, it's a long night. For Larry Gura will pitch for Kansas City. He's already got 3 shutouts. He's won 3 and lost 1 with a fine ERA of 1.73. Stands 6 feet 1. Weighs 185 pounds, 32 years old, from Joliet, Illinois. He's making his 6th start of the year. He played for Bobby Winkles at Arizona State. He's 1-0 in 79 against the White Sox. Lifetime, he's 5 and 2. It's the sinker again, Harry, and it's the slider. Not too overpowering, but a kind of a pitcher that we have a great deal of trouble with. So we have mostly right-handed hitters against the left-hander tonight. And we'll be right back with play-by-play action and Harry Caray right after this message.
White Sox are brought to you by the following participating advertisers. Old Milwaukee Beer, the beer that tastes as great as its name. Old Milwaukee Beer. Chevrolet and your local Chevy dealers. If you're looking for the right car or truck, right now, Chevy's got it. Just come and get it. True Value Hardware Stores. True Value. More than just a name, it's our way of doing business. Commonwealth Edison, providing you the power to grow. The Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Chicago, who remind you to have a Coke and a smile and enjoy Chicago White Sox baseball. Interlake Incorporated, a Chicago-based company in metals and material handling, sponsoring White Sox baseball for 8 consecutive years. Rusty Jones and the over 2,500 new car dealers who offer Rusty Jones rust-proofing nationwide. Hello, Rusty Jones. Goodbye, Rusty Cars. Zenith System 3 Color TV with Computer Space Command remote control. See your Zenith dealer for a demonstration. And by the Association of Chicagoland McDonald's Restaurants. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. And by Checker Oil. If you want good quality where the price is right, that Checker, it's a gas.
It's a beautiful night for baseball. Hello again, everybody. This is Harry Caray with Jimmy Piersall from Comiskey Park, where the White Sox open a series against the Kansas City Royals. Jimmy, this is the first game that we have played now against teams in our own division.
Well, you took the words out of my mouth, and we gotta let this ball club know that we can beat them. Gura is very tough, and he's the type of pitcher that we have got to go the other way with. He's a Tommy John type pitcher. He's a Caldwell type pitcher, and we just seem to don't do much adjusting, and if we don't here tonight, he'll beat us again.
You know, I saw Randy Jones shut off the Cubs today. I was out of Wrigley Field. He looks just like Mike Caldwell and Tommy John.
Right, I'm glad he's in the other league.
Our national anthem. Harry Caray and Jimmy Piersall back in the ballpark on a lovely night for baseball.
Richard Wortham getting his first star of the year. Steve Trout has a bad shoulder. It's not awful bad. It's just a little tender, and they figure to give him he'll miss a turn. Here's your umpires right here.
Jim McKeon is working the plate today. Ted Hendry will be at first base, Larry Barnett at second base, and Jim Evans at third base. Tex Wortham taking his practice tosses. Well, we certainly want to extend our sympathies to Mike Redden, the son of the Illinois Sports Service manager at Comiskey Park, Pat Redden. Mike passed away overnight at St. Joseph's Hospital. Mike, who would have been 26 in 5 days, spent part of the season in the White Sox organization, pitching for the Appleton Foxes of the Midwest League in 1974. He was a 1972 graduate of Brother Rice High School, where he was Baseball Player of the Year both in 71 and 72. His father, Pat, is in charge of concessions here at Comiskey Park, and Mike worked at the park from time to time. Funeral mass will be said at 10 o'clock Friday morning at St. Terence Church in Alsip, Illinois. Boy, that really regret to pass along that information. Only 26 years old. Willie Wilson leading it off, first pitch. A little bit low. Junior Moore playing a very shallow third base.
Boy, this guy can run. You have got to be shallow all the way around.
Bouncing ball. Can't run that fast. He's not even running going down the line. Well. Baseball's fast as human. Trotting down the line.
Let's have that again, Harry. You know why that is bad? If Morrison just kicked that ball a little bit, with his speed, he normally will beat it out. I don't know whether he's disgusted with himself or what the reason for it.
Here's Frank White, the second baseman, hitting .247.
Harry, there's so many notes here, you have to get the file to keep track of them.
Fastball low and outside. Best wishes and get well soon to Eric Karstens in the intensive care unit at Children's Hospital. White fouls it out of play.
Gura is still warming up in the bullpen.
Charlie Drayton of Chicago was also at the Cubs game this afternoon and is here tonight to see the White Sox. Boy, not too many cities can provide that sort of baseball attraction. A National League game of the day and an American League game at night. White with a count, 2 balls and a strike. Birthday greetings to 3M at Kewanee, Illinois.
Wortham throwing hard. That time threw it way out in front of the plate. You don't want to get any of these guys on. They can run.
3 balls and a strike. High pop foul might stay in play. Lamar coming over near the stand. Does he have a play? Oh, he could have, but he miscalculated it. Really, the ball fell in a playable spot.
Lamar heads right for the corner of the dugout, and the ball tails back in the open spot. Watch it hit the open spot right now. He's looking to see where he is, and he's feeling his way. And that, I would have to believe, Harry, that guy just shouldn't be sitting on that dugout right there or something like that. He should have to get up, because that bothered him on that play.
3 balls, 2 strikes on Frank White. Hal McRae on deck. Foul tip. George Brett not playing. He's out with an injury.
That's one of the few breaks we've had all season.
Yeah. Well, we look forward to seeing Lee Phillips up here tomorrow night. Long drive. Look out. Lemon way back. Makes the catch at the warning track. Holy cow. Did he give that ball a ride?
This ball is a towering fly ball now. Well, he got it all. And Lemon, boy, you got all the room in the world. You can just run, run, run. And now Lemon's got plenty of room. He's got this ball easy.
I didn't know White had that kind of power. He hit that ball 440 feet away.
He might not either. He probably want to test that ball.
2 men are out. Here's Hal McRae hitting .256. 3 homers, 10 RBIs. Line drive into right center. Same old McRae. Here he's trying for second. A good throw. Get him. Oh, that second base. A great tag by Pryor, who tagged him from behind. A single and a great assist by Chet Lemon. Watch this replay. The play went 8-6. The throw was on the first base side, but Pryor, watch it now.
You know, this ball has got to be fielded by Baines, and I don't know what happened with him on it. He got there, but never got the ball. Now, watch this throw off balance. This is the second time this year. The tag by Pryor is something to watch. Watch him now. See, he gets him on the back. Beautiful
Nice
call by
play.
an umpire, too.
No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. We go into the bottom of the first, no score. Harry Caray back in the ballpark. We're going to the bottom of the first, away to a thrilling start already. A spectacular play by Lemon to keep the ball from rolling in the wall. Then an off-balance throw while running towards right field. Had a throw back into second base. His throw was strong, but it was way over to the first base side. Pryor came over, grabbed the ball. McRae was just sliding by him when he tagged him before he could get to the bag.
Just a sensational play. Larry Gura has number 32 on his back, and that's his age. He's won 3 and lost 1 this year so far. He's got a good ERA of 1.73. He has 3 shutouts out of his 5 starts. He's from Joliet, Illinois, 6'1", 185 pounds. He won 1 and lost none in 79 against us. Lifetime, he's 5-2. So our batting order tonight is full of right-handers. Baines is the only left-handed hitter in the lineup.
I'm glad they're playing Baines. That kid's going to hit left-handers and right-handers alike. Why not let him get used to it as early as possible?
Well, Ogilvie last year hit better against left-handers than he did right-handers. He's doing the same thing this year.
That's right. Bannister takes a pitch low. Baltimore 7. In the second inning, they lead Minnesota 8-0. High, lazy fly ball, right field. Deathridge is there, and he has it. 1 out. Deathridge, a rookie right fielder.
This program is owned by WSNS TV through exclusive rights granted by the Chicago White Sox and is telecast solely for the entertainment of our audience. Any reproduction or other use of this play-by-play description and the account of this game without the express written consent of WSNS TV is prohibited.
Atlanta leads the Phillies 4-1 at the end of 2. San Diego shut out the Cubs 4-0 this afternoon. Boy, I felt like the other half of the world today, Jimmy. My wife, Dutchie, had never been to Wrigley Field. We were guests of Jim Janik. He has box seats right behind the San Diego dugout. Had a chance to say hello to fellows like Billy Buck. Cookie Rojas was here watching the game tonight, by the way. Moore hits a high fly ball. Easy out unless the wind carries it.
I like it when you say easy out, and all of a sudden everything starts to happen. The ball takes a bad hop, the air takes a bad hop. Look at the way the wind's blowing. Look at that flag here.
18 miles an hour from the northwest. 2 up, 2 down. Nice to sit in a box seat, Jimmy. And
no worries.
Order hot dogs, beer, popcorn. Live just like the other people.
Who'd you root for?
Oh, I
certain players?
I wanted to see Dave Winfield. I saw enough to know that he is.
How about that shortstop?
Oh, Ozzie Smith, terrific.
Harry, he can hit 200 and play for any ball club, can't he?
He'd have had a grand slam except for the wind today, Smith, so he can hit the ball. Kingman would have had one in the 9th inning, but the wind held it up.
I think that's why I never hit a home run with the bases loaded. The wind was always blowing in when I come up. Bases loaded.
1 strike and nothing. And Morrison takes a slow curve strike. Well, I am encouraged by the fact that the first 2 men up have hit fly balls instead of ground ball. 2 strikes and nothing. Whoa. High pop foul. Whoa. Over near the stand. Out of play.
Boy, that Willie Aikens is a big man. They got him for Cowens, or how did they get him in the deal, Harry?
They did a deal for Rick Cowens.
In the deal for Cowens, was it?
Yeah.
Did they have to send a shortstop in that deal or somebody, or what?
Todd Cruz, yeah. No, he was traded along with Rance Mullenix to Kansas City for Al Cowens, infielder Todd Cruz, and another player. I think Mullenix wound up with Seattle.
You know why I ask Harry, ladies and gentlemen? He gets to the pages quicker than I do.
2 strikes and a ball. I can read, too.
That's right. You absolutely can read.
Curveball a little bit outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
You know the way Dempsey hits us? So does Watson, the catcher.
Morrison with 3 homers, 9 RBIs. Ball is low.
You notice in your picture how many balls are above the knee. He keeps everything down. He would probably be even a better pitcher in the National League because they call that low strike.
Tim Hennessy, son of Pat Hennessy, well-known commodities man. Tim Hennessy with friends watching the ballgame. Here's a high pop fly in the infield. White is there. Makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, nothing across at the end of 1. No score. Harry Caray back at the ballpark. We're going to the top of the 2nd inning. No score.
The White Sox in the skybox would like to welcome Federal Valve and Fitting, Patio Party, Clark Lift South. Bullpen number 1, Heitman Financial Services. And bullpen number 2, Rich Fitzgerald and friends. And Harry, for the first time in many a night, there's nobody in the corner saloon.
In fact, it's a disappointing sort of a crowd, just as it was at Wrigley Field today.
Also would like to welcome Home and Auto Insurance Company.
Beautiful day today at Wrigley Field. They had less than 10,000.
But still the kids are in school, you know.
Yeah. It's a lovely night here at Comiskey Park, and we got less than 10,000. Here's the pitch to Darrell Porter. Boy, did you hear that? Somebody yelled. Oh, I'm not even going to repeat it.
Don't repeat it. Don't.
How can people be so cruel? 1 ball, no strikes. Half swing, a little roller. Morrison up throwing. Porter's an easy out. If that had been Gorman Thomas, that'd have been a double down the left field line or right field line or somewhere.
Well, we finally got him out on one of those half swings. He went 2 for 3 half swinging.
Enzo and Bob Pucci enjoying the game here.
I'll say one thing, Harry, for not much of a crowd, you got more notes than we had last night with 27,000. They play this guy to right. He hits the ball to right center a lot.
John Wathan hitting .408, no homers and 5 more behind. So he's hitting somebody besides us. First game between these two teams. Kansas City, for some reason, never draws in Chicago. There's a fastball, a strike call. At the end of 1 period, the New York Islanders 2, Buffalo 1.
I thought, though, in '77, Harry, when we were really battling, we beat them 4 straight here. We drew pretty well. Remember? When we were hitting the home runs. But since then, I haven't seen too many.
Bouncing ball. Junior Moore leaps up for it. Throws to first for the out. 2 up, 2 down. Milwaukee coming to bat. The Yankees didn't score in the first against Mike Caldwell.
Well, here's a guy that can hit left-handers or right-handers. He's got the swing like Baines, but I think this young man is a little bit stronger than Baines. He is put together. He is strong.
Birthday greetings to Joey O'Neill. Watching the game here tonight. Here's a fastball a little bit inside. Along with Michelle Gepner.
Says Akins weighs 220. I'll bet she's a good 225. 6'2".
Big left-hand hitter. He doesn't look as heavy as he did last year. Slider on the outside corner. I'll bet he's lost 15 pounds. You know?
Maybe it's that hat in his pocket.
Maybe it's a uniform.
Yeah.
A ball and a strike. He had a cut and he missed.
Boy, right now it's twilight, and all he has to do is get that ball over to these guys. They're having trouble picking it up.
Greetings to everybody at Champaign from John and Don. Hey, struck him out on a foul tip that Bruce Kim held on to. 1, 2, 3. Nothing across. We go in the bottom of the 2nd. No score. Harry Caray back at Comiskey Park as we go in the bottom of the 2nd. No score. There's the, I guess they saved those signs from one year to another. They've been using that one for a number of years. Welcome annual pennant choker.
But one thing I like about it, Harry, they take it off the wall before the inning starts. The umpires can't do nothing about it.
Here's the pitch to Lamar, and he had a cut and miss. They're from Kokomo, Indiana. Curve strike. That's where the 2 Underwood boys. There you see Tony DeRusso with his arm in a sling. Dislocated shoulder in that fight last night.
Dislocated shoulder. 3 weeks? 4 weeks?
Oh, sometimes not that long. Once they put it in place.
They're as old as we are, though. It takes a week.
He's not as old as we are.
He's 35 years old.
2 balls, 2 strikes. The gang are here from Nimbus and Dalton. Line drive, but it's going to carry to the center fielder. Nice play by Willie Wilson. That ball was really cream.
Let's say this, Harry. So far tonight, we have hit 1, 2, 3 balls in the air, 4 balls in the air, and that was a line drive. And I think maybe if we continue to do so, we'll have to get a few runs off this guy.
4 in a row retired by Larry Gura. Tom Poklansky and his crowd are here from Whiting, Indiana. So is Dominic Foligno and his son cheering for a White Sox victory. Pitch a little bit outside.
Boy, they figure Lemon to hit up the middle. White over near the bag. So is UL Washington.
1 ball, no strikes. Tapped it foul, and the count is evened up. Lemon hitting .250, 1 homer, 10 runs batted in. I tell you, if he would listen to Orlando Cepeda, he hit a hard .330. A ball and a strike. There's a drive. If it stays fair, it does. Into the corner. He's around first, on his way to second with a double.
I'll tell you, if McCray fumbled that ball a little bit, he'd easily have went to third, because McCray is like Bannister. He can't throw very well either. Here you'll see it now. It's a breaking ball in. He really rips this ball. Good breaking ball hitter, Lemon.
Is Cepeda working with him?
I think he is, yes, but that kind of a pitch right there, Harry, he has no trouble with, because it's a breaking ball. It's the fastball with good stuff inside he has trouble with. He's a good breaking ball hitter.
Now here is Nordhagen, batting .370 with 2 homers and 10 RBI. Larry Gura's pick, way outside. Gura's away to a great start for Kansas City. He's won 3, he's lost 1 with a fine earned run average, 1.73.
3 shutouts.
3 shutouts.
That's really something. 5 starts.
Hey, Kevin Hickey won another ball game in the minor leagues at Glen Falls last night. He's the Chicago boy. Think I'll play, no play. One ball, no strikes. He had a cut at a sinking fastball.
Dave Chalk playing third base, replacing Brett, who is injured, is playing deep.
Chalk at third, Washington short, White at second.
Chalk, Harry, throughout the years was always a good fielder, wasn't he?
Yeah, always. Whether he played third or short. Way outside. Larry Gura is making his 6th start of the season, his 4th on the road.
Somebody told me it was going to be cold tonight, Harry. Look at me with a sweater on and everything. I'll never listen to anybody again. I'm roasting.
Beautiful tonight.
Sure.
Ooh, swung and he missed.
He swung in his motion on that pitch. You can't try to pull him, I'll tell you that. He just is going to hurt you. If you get a breaking ball in, that's different. But the sinker, you got to go with him. There's a big hole between first and second with White guarding second base. Look at the hole for him. All he has to do is hit it anyway, as strong as he is.
2 balls, 2 strikes. There's a hit in the center field. A good throw, get him. Here's a throw to the plate. It's a terrible throw. And you save. Boy, what a lollipop throw. And Nordhagen winds up at second base. Now that was a rainbow throw. This ball is really hit hard.
Wilson's got a good chance to throw him out. He gets it on one hop, but watch how he throws it straight up in the air. Lemon, making a big turn, is almost out. Just gets by him. Even on the bad throw, the ball was hit so hard, he almost didn't score. And there you see Nordhagen down at second base with good base running.
Here now is Harold Bain.
Do you think, Harry, they finally listened to you after all these sinker ballers? They're going up the middle.
One man out, a run in, and runner at second base. Fastball sinks low, ball one.
Did he say an error?
Oh, who's going to give an error to?
I don't know. I don't know what he said.
Gura's pitch. Hit off the end of the bat, and Bobby Winkles ducks out of the way. In his last outing, Larry Gura pitched a one-hit shutout against Toronto.
Won't do that tonight, will he, Harry?
He had a four-hitter against Baltimore shutout. And he also shut out Detroit. Bouncing ball. It's hey, he fumbles the ball, but the pitcher recovers it.
Well, I can't believe what I just saw there. That's what you call a trick play, Harry. That's a racquetball shot off the wall. Watch this now. It's a slow, high hopper. Akins plays it in front of him, but he hits him in the chest. Watch it. Now watch the pitcher standing right there. Oh, now he's going to tag the runner.
They practice that in spring training.
You have to work on that day in and day out because that takes a lot of talent.
Los Angeles just tied up Pittsburgh 1-1 in the sixth. Good well wishes to John McGovern at Ravenswood Hospital.
That went 3-1, huh?
Right. Kim takes a fastball outside.
Kim, Harry, and during practice hits a lot of ground balls to the infielders to get himself to hit the ball on top.
Reggie Jackson just hit number 7.
He's supposed to.
He's hot. Slow curve low.
Harry, this is the way I used to bunt a lot in this situation. A man on third, 2 outs, and the third baseman way back. It's almost impossible to throw you out.
Dave Chalk playing deep. Kim likes a bunt now and then.
Yeah.
There's a liner in the right field. It's going to be caught beautifully with one hand by Detheridge.
Boy, are we hitting the right field tonight.
1 run, 2 hits, no errors, 1 left. At the end of 2, White Sox 1, Kansas City 0.
This is WSNS TV 44 in Chicago.
Harry Caray back at the ballpark. We're going to the top of the third. It's 1-0. Favor the White Sox. Leading it off will be Dave Chalk, hitting .231, no homers, 4 runs batted in. He'll be followed by Bobby Detheridge, 25-year-old rookie outfielder from Springfield, Missouri, where he still makes his home. Here's Chalk.
Look at the way he chokes up on that bat.
Play him shallow in the outfield. Good fastball in there, strike call.
Hey, Harry, you know what Friday night, May 16th is? It's Fantasy Island night. Tattoo.
Hooray.
Tattoo's going to be here. You know Tattoo?
Who's going to play ball?
Seattle. Either we're going to have an autograph corner. He'll sign autographs. Pre-game field activities beginning at 7 o'clock. So join Tattoo at Comiskey Park.
A ball and a strike, the pitch on the way. Fastball is high.
Fantasy Island.
Fantasy Island. The fantasy I want to see is the White Sox in a World Series. There's a strike call.
We might be only that far away.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Wortham into the wind of the pitch. Swings a bouncing ball foul. Junior Moore knocks it down. Nobody on, nobody out. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Harry, looks like they're going to give Junior a real good shot at third base. He had played 14 games down at Iowa.
Two balls, two strikes. Dave Chalk. Wortham. His first start of the season. Struck him out.
Boy, I'd like to see what that ball did. It looked like it exploded, Harry, and went down. When you're choked on a bat like he was, it's hard to believe he could miss it, but he must have swung over this ball. That's a slider. Woo.
Below the knees.
Yeah,
too.
bad pitch. Thank you.
One out. Here's Bobby Detheridge hitting .286. Right-hand batter. No homers, 3 runs batted in. Fastball in there, beauty, a strike call.
Where was Detheridge last year? The minors?
He was in Omaha. Detheridge last year at Omaha hit only .236 in 97 games.
What'd you say, 236?
That's what I said.
Must be a shortage.
5 homers, 34 RBI.
We have a shortage of infielders. They have a shortage of outfielders.
They traded a good one away. Al Cowan. 2 strikes and a ball.
They were hoping to have Hurdle to success, but he just mustn't be able to find himself or something.
Well, the left-hander, they don't like to use Hurdle against southpaw.
But you said, Harry, they should play against them all.
I was talking about Bain.
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, wasn't he on the front of
I don't exactly
Sports Illustrated?
Hurdle is as good a prospect as Bain is.
Okay.
Hitting, running, or throwing. 2-2 pitch. Ball 3. He had him 2 strikes or nothing. Now he's down to 3-2. First time he's seen this Detheridge.
Wortham in 18 innings has walked 11.
Fly ball right field going back. Harold Bain makes the catch. 2 up, 2 down.
Harold, you make me nervous. Go back and get the ball. He likes to glide under the ball.
There's UL Washington. Hitting .291. 1 homer, 3 RBIs. Boston and Texas have been delayed by rain. Yankees lead at Milwaukee 2-0. Reggie Jackson hit number 7.
Harry, how big was the wind over at Wrigley Field today?
Oh, it's really blowing towards right field. Blowing a gale. There's a strike call.
When I was there with the Mets, we played a doubleheader, and that's the way it blew. They always told me how the ball would carry. We'd get in there for 3 days, and all it did was blow in.
1 strike to nothing. Popped it up. Baines coming in, calling for it. Makes the catch. 1, 2, 3, nothing across again. We're going into the bottom of the 3rd, 1-0 Chicago.
That's the best 3 innings he ever had since we've been watching him.
That's right.
Whether he wins.
I like to think I made football a better game to play because I introduced a whole new concept of professional defense. Brute 33 antiperspirant stick deodorant. It helps keep you dry and it gives you long-lasting deodorant protection. And it has a great smell of Brute. That's why pro football is putting a lot more emphasis on defense. And there are a lot fewer offensive players.
Make every day your Brute Day with Brute 33 deodorants and antiperspirants.
Harry Caray back in the ballpark. You know, Jimmy and I were just talking during the commercial break. This is probably the 3 best innings we've ever seen Wortham throw in the same ball game.
That's right. Especially early in the game, he's always in trouble. But tonight, he has pitched well.
He's only faced 9 men. Here's Pryor, a high pump foul out of play.
1975 World's double champions Gottfried and Ramirez meet 1974 champions Hewitt and McMullen in a semifinal match of the $200,000 World Doubles Championship on World's Championship Tennis Sunday at 5 here on 44.
Great.
Sure, Harry. Hey, boy, I want to tell you.
There's a line drive left center field. Wilson makes the catch. Boy, it hung up there for him.
I'll tell you, Wilson is probably the fastest guy in baseball. He doesn't even get a good jump, and he just outruns the ball. He's just got tremendous speed.
Boy, the White Sox have really hit some ropes.
We've got a lot of balls in the air. Here he comes now. He just outruns it.
Almost overround.
I'll tell you, he doesn't catch it very gracefully. Everything's a thrill.
1 out, nobody on. I think George Brett has a bruised heel, as I recall. Strike at the knees to Bannister.
Harry, the last 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hitters. Johnson lined out, Lemon double, Nordhagen lined to center, Baines was out, then Kim lined.
A little bit low.
And now Pryor is lined to center, so they are really listening to you. Did you stand by the batting cage tonight and talk to him, or what?
Every day.
Do you every day? Okay.
1 ball, 1 strike. Held up, and the pitch is in there for a strike call.
You know, I can feel what Banny's going through. He's hitting 200, and every pitch seems like it's in a tough spot.
LeMaster just hit a homer for the Giants against the Cardinals. There's a high, lazy fly ball, easy out. Deathridge is there. 2 men up, 2 men down. 1-0, the White Sox.
Why are they rushing to put us in that little booth over there, Harry, where we can't even breathe?
I thought with our new great radio station, WBBM, Sports Radio 78, I thought they'd fix up a better booth.
And knock the wall out.
Our television booth is great.
Why don't we work down there?
Too far away.
What's too far away? The cage down there?
Yeah, by the time we went back and forth.
Oh.
1 ball, no strikes. Hey, nice play by the pitcher, and Junior Moore's robbed of the hit. Larry Gura took a hit away from him. 1, 2, 3, nothing across. This is Harry Caray with Jimmy Piersall. We're going to move over to the radio for a little while. The score here at the end of 3, the good guys 1, Kansas City 0.
Well, hello again, everyone. This is Joe McConnell from Comiskey Park, and boy, we've certainly got a turnaround from last night's ball game. Got quite a pitcher's duel going here between left-hander Tex Wortham and Larry Gura, the former Cub, who's off to a great start this year for the Royals. We've seen several outstanding defensive plays as well. Moving along to the Kansas City 4th, the top of the order, Wilson, White, and McRae. Swing and a miss. Strike 1 to Willie Wilson, who bounced out to Jimmy Morrison at second to lead off the ball game. White Sox have 1 run on 2 hits. The Royals no runs on 1 hit. And Wortham has faced the minimum number of batters, 9 through 3 innings. Oh, fastball strike a beauty. Right in there, knee high, 0-2. Wortham has fanned 2 tonight and has been in front on almost every batter. His control has been impeccable. He reaches for an outside pitch, and Wilson hits a pretty deep fly ball to Harold Baines in right. He reaches up for the out, 1 down. Swung late on that and still got good wood on it. Here's Frank White, who really gave the ball a ride the first time up. He hit it about 420 feet back to the warning track in straightaway center field, where Chet Lemon finally caught up with it. That was a 4th outfield putout for the White Sox. The Royals outfielders have really been busy tonight. Outside of ball 1. There's a look at the Kansas City dugout. A new manager, Jim Fry, at the helm, and an entirely new coaching staff as well. Outside again, ball 2, and this is the first time Tex has been behind 2-0 in the count. He went 3-2 to Deathridge, but he had him down 2 strikes and no balls before he missed with 3 in a row, and then finally induced Deathridge to line out to Baines in right field. We're in the top of the 4th inning. This is the first meeting this year between the White Sox and the Royals. High pop-up. Morrison going out at second, calling for it. Baines coming in, and he gives way to Harold, who reaches up with 1 hand and gloves it for the 2nd out. Wynn still playing some tricks. Now here's Hal McRae, who singled to right center. The ball got past Baines, but Chet Lemon backing him up. Wheeled a throw, a strong throw, although it was not the most accurate throw in the world, into Pryor, who was covering the bag, and he slapped the ball on McRae as he tried to slide to the outside, legging a single into a double, and got him out, although the throw was several feet off the bag. Very high and outside with a fastball. Ball one. That's 4 putouts in a row for Harold Baines in right field. Swing and a miss. Late on a fastball. Wortham looks quicker tonight than we've seen him in a while. 1-1 the count. This is Texas' first start after 8 relief rolls, and the last 4 he would just as soon forget. In fact, the last time we saw him pitch, he didn't retire a batter in relief and gave up 6 runs. Low and outside, ball 2 and strike 1. Gave up the grand slam to Robin Yount as the Royals pasted the White Sox 11-1 in Sunday's game. High drive hit deep to center field. That ball was hit a mile. Chet Lemon backing up and makes the catch about 10 feet in front of that warning track again. That ball had to carry about 405. 3 up and 3 down, 3 outfield putouts, and we played 3.5 here at Comiskey Park. The White Sox lead the Kansas City Royals 1-0. The White Sox here in their half of the 4th inning will send up the meat of the order. Jimmy Morrison, Lamar Johnson, and Chet Lemon. Each club now has registered 6 outfield putouts, and we're only in the bottom of the 4th inning. 1 run on 2 hits for the White Sox, a double by Lemon and an RBI single by Wayne Nordhagen. And the only Royal base runner was on just momentarily, a 2-out single in the first by Hal McRae, and he was thrown out attempting to make it a 2-bagger. Here's Morrison. He popped up to the second baseman the first time up. Tomorrow, Kenny Kravick will oppose big 6'7" right-hander Rich Gale in the middle game of this series. And then this 10-game homestand will end here Thursday night, when Britt Burns will pair off against Paul Splittorff in the battle of left-handers. Then it's on to Texas and Milwaukee for a 6-game road trip. There's a smash hit to left field. Backing up on the warning track and hauling it in is Hal McRae. A deep smash to left. That's the 7th outfield putout in behalf of Larry Gura. Morrison hits deep to left. Here's Lamar Johnson. He lined to Wilson in center his first time up. The wind blowing across here, coming in from left and across towards the right field corner, so it will help more balls to right than left. Curveball inside at the belt, ball 1. Lamar still having problems with that rash on his chest. It still itches, but they've got it under control now. Fastball inside, 2 balls and no strikes. The Yankees got another run in the 3rd at County Stadium, and they lead Mike Caldwell and the Brewers 3-0 behind Tion. Low, ball 3, 3-0. Red Sox playing at Texas tonight. No score yet. Baltimore with a big 7-run second against Jeff Zahn lead the Twins 8-1 in the bottom of the 6th at Baltimore. That's Scott McGregor pitching for Baltimore. He's still looking for his first win of the year. There's ball 4, breaking ball outside, and there's the first walk of the ball game. Lamar gets a pass on 4 straight wide ones. Here's Chet Lemon, who rifled a double down into the left field corner his first time up, his 6th double of the year, and he scored the only run of the ball game so far. 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the 4th inning. Curveball low into the dirt, knocked down by Wortham, holding Johnson on at first. So Gura has missed with 5 in a row. Larry was born 32 years ago in Joliet. Played for Bobby Winkles, the White Sox third base coach at Arizona State, and posted a 19-1 record his senior year there in '69 when the Sun Devils went all the way to win it. And was drafted on the 2nd round that year by the Cubs. Tossed to first. Gura's best year was 2 years ago in Royal Blue when he won 16 and lost 4 with an earned run average of under 3. Last year he was 13 and 12 with a higher earned run average of over 4. Lemon hits one deep to right field, moving back, and on the warning track is Deathridge, and he makes the catch. Chet going to the opposite field hit it deep, and that's 2 deep fly ball outs here in the 4th inning. Lamar Johnson still on at first, and that brings up Nordhagen, who lined a single to center to drive in the game's only run. Nordy now has hit safely in 4 straight ball games and has hit safely in 13 of the 15 that he has appeared in this year. Came in hitting 370, so with another hit, he's got to be up around the 385 mark. Curveball, strike a beauty. Gura popped that one right over with it. Off-speed delivery. High fastball, 1-1. The red-hot Oakland A's will send Steve McCatty against the Cleveland Indians tonight. The A's right now at 16-9. Got another strong ball game out of Matt Keough last night, beating the Tribe 5-1. They lead our White Sox by 2 in the Western Division standings. There goes Lamar Johnson. The pitch is inside the ball. Throw down to second. He is out. Waffen's peg to the shortstop, UL Washington, got Lamar Johnson out at second. He is 0 for 3 in stolen base attempts. And that retires the White Sox in the 4th inning. No runs, no hits, nobody left. After 4 complete, the White Sox won. And the Kansas City Royals, nothing.
Hey, Sox fans, you can purchase tickets for exciting White Sox baseball at the following ticket locations. Northwest at Mount Prospect State Bank and at the Dempster Plaza State Bank. South at Chicago City Bank and Trust, Crawford Savings and Loan, Public Federal Savings, and United Savings. West at Melrose Park National Bank, First Federal Savings and Loan of Berwyn, and Phoebe's Restaurants. In Joliet at Joliet Federal Savings and Loan, and in Carpentersville at the Carpentersville Savings Bank. It's a whole new ball game at Comiskey Park.
Well, this one moving right along. We're in the top of the 5th now. Porter, Wathen, and Akins to face Tex Wortham. Darrell Porter takes a knee-high fastball strike, 0-1. Porter on a check swing rolled to Jimmy Morrison at second, his first time up. We had a great comeback over the weekend. A game-winning RBI, a triple. Big swing and a miss, strike 2. Hitless in his first trip tonight. He's now 2 for 6 since he rejoined the ball club. Very courageous young man, first of all, to admit all of his problems and to bail out right in the middle of his career and try to get himself straightened out. And now he's back. High and tight. 1 ball and 2 strikes. All of you fans by now know, of course, about the designated hitter in the American League. Well, now our White Sox are going to introduce the designated sitter. What's a designated sitter, you ask? Well, it's the guy or gal who holds your seat while you go get a hot dog or a cold one. So Wednesday, May 21st will be the first ever designated sitter night, and here's all you have to do. Bring your designated sitter to Wednesday night's game, and it won't cost you any more than if you came alone. How about that? Pop foul down the left field side, out of play. I guess it's a variation of the old 2-in-1 deal. 2 seats for the price of 1. Box seat, just $3 each. And there will be a few surprises that you won't want to miss here, too. So bring your designated sitter and get in on all the fun here at Comiskey Park when the White Sox play the Minnesota Twins on Wednesday, May 21st. Designated sitter night. Here's the 1-2 pitch to Porter. He rips it foul down the right field side, out of play, deep into the lower deck. Tex tried to change up on him and got the ball a little bit too far out over the plate. Tex has struck out 2, has not walked anybody. Very unlike his previous several outings as a reliever. A ball hit into left field, coming in and making the catch is Alan Bannister. Another outfield putout. That's 6 in a row for the White Sox. Porter flying out to the opposite field and left. Here's Wathen, who bounced to third, his first time up in the 2nd inning. Tex has faced the minimum number of batters now, 13 through 4 1/3 innings. Red Sox failed to score in the top of the 1st at Arlington, Texas. The Rangers now batting. Over the National League, the Phillies. There's a breaking ball low and inside. The Phillies have now taken a 5-4 lead in the bottom of the 5th against Atlanta at Veterans Stadium in Philadelphia. The Braves got 4 in the 1st. The Phillies came back with 4 in the 4th to take the lead. Strike at the knees, 1-1. Dodgers and the Pirates tied at Pittsburgh, 1-1, bottom of the 8th. Candelaria against Sutton. The Reds lead the Mets 7-4, batting in the top of the 4th at Shea Stadium in New York. A comebacker hits Wortham, ricochets over, and there will be no play. That'll be a hit. The ball came back very sharply, and it ricocheted off Wortham, and Morrison had already broke up the middle to try to back up the pitcher. Had to turn around and go back, and by the time he got over where the ball wound up, there was no play, and that'll be the second Kansas City hit of the game. Tex was just leaning the wrong way on that one. So Wortham now is hit safely in 10 out of 11 games. He came in hitting .408. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Akins, who struck out on a foul tip his first time up. Willie Mays Akins hit 21 homers and knocked in 81 runs with the Angels last year and was the main man, the California Angels. There's a strike, went more than halfway. He was a main man as far as the Royals were concerned in that 4-player deal that sent Al Cowens to California. He's got awesome power. 1 on, 1 out, Royals 5th. Tex Wortham nursing a 1-0 lead. Goes to first to keep Wortham close. Johnny has not attempted a steal this year. The Royals, who are an excellent base-running ball club, 19 of 24 stolen base attempts, which is far under their average. They have a great percentage. The smash past Lamar Johnson into right field. It'll be a hit. And holding up at second, now going to third is Wortham, as Harold Baines can't find the handle. Finally gets the ball in. He'll be charged with an error because Wortham had held on at second, and the youngster in right field just simply couldn't pick up the ball. So the tying run in the person of Wortham now is camped on at third. And the winds again begin to whip around the ballpark here after the game got underway. Whoops. Now see, Wortham had held up. Now he goes when he sees the rookie kick the ball, so it'll be an error for Baines. The batter, Akins, still on at first. So 2 straight hits. And here's Davy Chalk, who struck out his first time up. He chokes up on the bat. Strike, good fastball. Runners on at first and third. A double play is what's needed. Royals now ahead in hits, 3-2. Low and inside. Nice stop by Bruce Kim. 1 ball and 1 strike. The Minnesota North Stars and the Philadelphia Flyers tied at 1 goal apiece after the first period in Game 4 at the Met tonight in that NHL semifinal series. Flyers lead it 2-1. Check swing, ball 2 outside, 2-1. And all of a sudden the temperature has dropped here in the last 5 to 10 minutes, some 6 or 7 degrees, much like it did last night. Only it was earlier and more severe last night. Dropped 20 degrees in the first hour. This has just happened. It seems like somebody's opened the door to a deep freeze here. High, ball 3. 3-1 to Davy Chalk, and now Bruce Kim walks out to have a word with Wortham. Another bad one would load him up and bring up Bob Dethridge, the right fielder. There's a look at Dethridge. He bounced around the minor leagues for 7 or 8 years before getting his chance. Foul back. Chalk got the green light on the 3-1 pitch, and now it's full at 3-2. I can't believe this weather. It's just as if somebody just opened the door of a giant locker, and the temperature is suddenly had to drop about 7 or 8 degrees in a matter of 5 minutes. Tossed to first. Thank you, Rich. Just went over and brought over his coat. Close the icebox door, will you? Here's a payoff pitch. Low and inside, he walked him. There's the first walk, and the bases are loaded. Well, this is the first sign of any trouble for Tex Wortham, although we've had a lot of fly ball outs off both pitchers tonight. Dethridge lined deep to right on a 3-2 pitch his first time up. He sent Baines back to the warning track. Bobby is now 4 for 15 in a big league uniform. Bases loaded, 1 out. Low ball, ball 1. No place to put him now. Now here comes pitching coach Ron Schuler. And you can tell that he has put on his overcoat. Going to try to settle Tex Wortham down. Boy, he was sailing right along. He'd retired the minimum number of batters through the first out of this inning when Porter flied to left, and then Wortham hit a comebacker to the mound that Tex couldn't field. It ricocheted off of him. And it wound up as an infield hit. Then Akins singled to right, and when Baines fumbled the ball trying to pick it up, Wortham, who had intended to stop at second, went on to third. And now a walk to Davy Chalk has loaded the bases with one out. And we have a ball one count to Bob Deffridge, the right fielder. No activity in either bullpen at the moment. Outside with a fastball. Ball 2 and no strikes. There are the 3 Royals on base. That's Akins. And there's Wortham over at third. Davy Chalk on at first. Ball 2 and no strikes. Bobby Deffridge, the batter. Bases loaded, 1 out, top of the 5th. Big pitch here. Liner caught by Morrison. He'll make the unassisted double play. A leaping one-handed grab of that bullet off of Deffridge's bat. And Morrison just trotted over to second to make the unassisted double play. And had there not been an out, we might have seen a triple play on that one. Oh, what a break. No runs, 2 hits, a walk, 2 men left. And at the end of 4 1/2, the White Sox lead the Royals 1-0. Wayne Nordhagen will lead off the home half of the 5th inning for the White Sox. Boy, we've had some great fielding plays on both sides of this game. There's a high pop-up. Shortstop UL Washington calling for it. Started out, now comes in and makes the catch for 1 out. Nordy lifted that one a mile in the air. He had singled in the only run of the ball game in his first time up. There's UL Washington at short. Let's take another look at that play by Jimmy Morrison. Boy, what a great catch. Whoa, way up and make the catch. Got the unassisted double play, and had there been no outs with the bases loaded on that one, you might have seen the first triple play involving the White Sox of the year. Here's Harold Baines. Pulls one sharply foul, and it jumps up over the box seat railing and glances around in the lower boxes. Boy, that's not a ball that I'd want to be in the way of. Harold bounced out on an unusual play. After the White Sox had scored, he bounced one right at the bag to Willie Mays Akins, who butchered the ball, but it ricocheted right to Gura, who hustled over there, and Gura made the put out unassisted. Breaking ball low and outside, evens the count. 1 ball and 1 strike. We're in the bottom of the 5th. White Sox lead it 1-0. Ground ball, foul past Akins, down in the Royal bullpen with a ball boy makes a flawless pickup. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Harold Baines, who has a 7-game hitting streak coming into play tonight. Raised his average after a terrible 0 for 19 start. Came in tonight hitting .296. He's been over 400 for the last couple of weeks. Reaches for an outside pitch and lifts a high pop up into shallow left. Washington gives way to the left fielder, and McRae makes the catch near the line in shallow left. 2 down. I don't recall seeing a ball game this year, or maybe even last year, that's had so many pop-ups and fly balls served up by both pitchers. It's been a real easy time for the most part for the infields. Here's Bruce Kim, who lined to right, a sinking liner that Deffridge picked right off the top of the grass, almost lost it, and the oddity was when his glove hit the ground, it actually lodged the ball in even deeper. There's a ball low, ball 1. It looked like on the replay that he might have lost that ball had he not hit the ground with his glove. In doing so, the ball settled back in the webbing. And that cost the Sox a run, because that was a 2-out line drive with Nordhagen on at third. Inside, ball 2 now to Bruce Kim. Bruce has a 2-game hitting string. He had a double and a single last night and a double in Sunday's ball game. Low, ball 3, 3-0. Gura's walked 1, and now suddenly he's behind Bruce Kim, 3-0. Earlier, he gave Lamar a pass on 4 straight bad ones. ball 4. A 2-out walk to Bruce Kemp here in the Sox 5th. And that brings up Greg Pryor, who flied to center his first time up. There have been 9 outfield putouts for the Royals tonight. 2 out here in the bottom of the 5th for the White Sox. Strike at the knees. Good slider. Swing and a miss on a big, sharp-breaking curveball down and in. 2 strikes and no balls. Greg has struck out 12 times now in 72 official at-bats. Here's the 2-strike pitch. Low and a bit outside. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Gura moving that ball around. Well, he came inside, then he tried to nip the outside corner. 1-2 the count. Let's see where he tries to work him here. Foul. Oh, it's caught. Line drive right at the third baseman. So Davy Chalk catches that sharp liner off the bat of Pryor. Another hard hit ball, but right at somebody. He got the ball up and in. And a line drive right at the third baseman, Davy Chalk. No runs, no hits, a walk and 1 left. We've completed 5 and the score. The White Sox 1, the Royals nothing. Well, there have been 30 outs recorded in various ways through 5 complete innings here, and 17 of them have been to the outfield. UL Washington smashes one, knocked down by Junior Moore. Great play as he throws him out. He just took at least a double away from the shortstop, UL Washington. Boy, let's take another look at that one. What a ball game we got going here tonight. That's why they call it the hot corner. Chalk just caught a line drive to end the last half inning, and Junior Moore making a spectacular diving backhanded stop near the bag and throwing out Washington at first. Here's Willie Wilson, 0 for 2. Bluffs a bunt, and the pitch flips off the end of Kim's mitt and goes all the way back to the screen. It was inside for ball 1. Well, we've had 5 or 6 outstanding defensive plays in this game. Good fastball strike, knee-high, inside corner, 1-1. Wilson bounced to second to lead off the ball game in the first inning and flied to right his last time up. He's a good guy to keep off the bases. Smash to Hopper to Pryor. He's up with it. Low throw, dug out by Lamar, 2 down. That ball was hit like a rocket. Both pitchers seem to have their atom ball working tonight, particularly Tex Wortham. He was in a real jam in the last inning with the bases loaded, 1 out. And Dethridge lined one that looked like it was going to at least bring in 2, and Jimmy Morrison leaped as high as he could and caught the ball and turned it into an unassisted inning double play. Now here's Frank White. He's flying deep to center, some 420 feet from home plate. And the last time up, he popped up the shallow right. Wortham has really been hit hard the last couple of innings. Way outside of all. Orioles added another run in their half of the 7th. They now have a 9-1 lead. Scott McGregor over the Twins. Red Sox and the Rangers down at Arlington, no score after 2. Outside of ball, 2-0. Joe Beckwith has come in to relieve Don Sutton in the 9th at Pittsburgh. The Pirates and the Dodgers all even at 1-1 at Free River Stadium. Ball 3, it's outside. Oh, we've had 2 Rockets and 2 outs in this inning. Junior Moore robbing UL Washington at third, and Wilson hitting a very hard 2-hopper to Pryor, the shortstop. There's a strike in the outside corner. 3 balls and a strike to Frank White, who missed a good portion of last year with a busted hand. Ed Farmer, who has become a release ace for the White Sox. There's strike 2. Ed Farmer, before he came to Chicago last year, hit Frank White and Billy I'll get it, out Cowens in the same ball game and disabled both of them. Low ball 4. White was hit on the hand by Farmer and broke his thumb, I believe, and was out for a long time. And Cowens was hit in the cheek and his jawbone was fractured. He missed a lot of action, then played with his jaw wired shut for a good portion of the season. And Ed was traded to the White Sox, and he has developed into one of the outstanding relief pitchers in the American League. A 2-out walk to Frank White. He's on at first. Here's Hal McRae, but a toss goes over to first instead. It's a second walk by Tex Wortham. He has struck out 2. White's a good runner. 2 out of 3 in stolen bases. Another toss over there. Royals simply haven't run as much this year because they haven't had the opportunity. They're only hitting .245 as a ball club. Another toss over there, but that's not so surprising when you realize that Otis, Brett, and Porter, their top 3, have been out. Porter all year, Otis all year, and Brett has missed 7 of the last 8 games. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Well, you take any top 3 offensive players off of any ball club, and if you can stay at 500, you've done a good job. And Jim Fry and the Royals have done a good job because they're 1 over at the moment, even though they have played a few ball games against the likes of Toronto. But the Blue Jays, of course, are tied for first place in the Eastern Division with the Yankees. They've certainly not been a soft touch this year. Breaking ball, slider is low. Ball 1 and strike 1. McRae almost went after that one, then changed his mind. He and teammate George Brett and Rod Carew were really locked up in a close 3-way battle for the American League batting title a few years ago. Porter finished 3rd, or I mean, McRae finished 3rd. Brett won it. And McRae was accusing some of the Twins of letting a couple of balls drop in for his teammate. Fly ball to left, and Bannister puts it away. The 8th outfield putout for the White Sox. So Wortham retires the Royals in the 6th. No runs, no hits. So walk and 1 left after 5.5. The score still the White Sox 1, the Kansas City Royals 0. Joe McConnell talking to you from Comiskey Park in Chicago. We're in the first of 3 here with Kansas City. Tomorrow night at 7:30, it'll be Kenny Kravick against big 6'7" right-hander Rich Gale, who's still looking for his first win of the year for the Royals. Then this 10-game homestand will come to a close here on Thursday night. Britt Burns against Paul Splittorff in a battle of left-handers. And the White Sox will play 3 on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday nights down in Arlington against the Rangers. Our first look at Texas this year, and then we'll play the Brewers in 3 ball games before coming back to open up another homestand. Bannister bounces 1 to short, right at UL Washington, who digs it out and throws him out at first. 1 pitch and 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Banny now is 0 for 3 tonight, and he has dipped under the 200 mark. Junior Moore has flied to center and bounced back to the mound. He's 0 for 2. 2 for 14 since his recall from Des Moines. A ball. Gura came in tonight having worked 36 in the 3rd innings, giving up only 24 hits. Inside, ball 2. He pitched a 6-hit shutout his first start at Detroit. That was the 2nd game of the year. His last 2 starts, he shut out Baltimore on 4 hits and pitched a 1-hitter at Toronto. There's a ground ball to the second baseman. Up with it is White, 2 down. Here's Jimmy Morrison, who's popped to second and hit a deep fly ball to the left fielder, Hal McRae, who caught it right in front of the fence. Only been 5 hits in this ball game. Boy, what a turnaround from last night's game where both clubs scored in each half of the first 4 innings. A total of 18 runs and 27 hits and 5 errors, plus a brawl before it was all over. Tonight everything's been calm, cool, and collected. There's a smash to left. Good solid rip by Jimmy Morrison. He's hit the ball hard twice now. Wide turn at first, he'll hang on there. The hits are even at 3 apiece. Boy, he hit a shot there. Three hits off Gura. Wortham has surrendered 3. Now here's Lamar Johnson, who lined hard. Wilson in center walked the last time up and was gunned down attempting to steal second. So Lamar is officially 0 for 1. Both pitchers have walked 2. Gura has not registered a strikeout. Wortham has fanned a couple. The runner's going, and Wortham drops the ball, and Morrison has just stolen his first base of the year. Wortham, in his haste to take the ball out of the mitt, dropped it. Let's look at that again. Jimmy was going. That was a good belt-high fastball strike, and the ball just popped right out of Wortham's mitt. High drive to left field. It's hit deep, but the wind kills it out there, and Caray cuts in front of Wilson to make the catch. So that retires the White Sox in the 6th. No runs, a hit, 1 man left. We played 6 complete here. Harry Caray will be back to take you the rest of the way, but after 6 here at Comiskey Park, the White Sox lead it 1-0.
Hello again, everybody. Harry Caray, Comiskey Park. We're going into the top of the 7th. A honey of a ball game. 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. Leading it off here in the 7th inning will be Darrell Porter, their designated hitter. Wortham's gotten them out twice. First time on an infield roller, the second time on a fly ball to left. Good well wishes to our great friend Irv Fields, an outstanding Chicago White Sox fan. Here's the pitch, a fastball low. He's recuperating at West Suburban Hospital in Oak Park, Illinois. Hurry up and get out of there, Irv. We miss you at the ballpark. There's a fly ball. Baines on the run, on the run, on the run, on the run. He's there. Makes the catch. Oh, did he? What's the umpire got? Both hands down? He saw the helmet fall. He was merely indicating it was a fair ball. Baines held on to it all right. Let's watch the replay. Now watch him lose his hat and then see if we can see the umpire. Now the umpire for a moment now looked like he was indicating, but he was merely pointing to fair territory. 1 out. John Wortham, who usually hits the White Sox well, 1 out of 2 today. There's a fastball wide. Fritzy Constantelis, well-known mixologist around town watching the game. 2 balls, no strikes. Wortham takes it low, ball 3. On May the 18th, Northwestern University is sponsoring a jog-a-thon at Dyke Stadium. The purpose is to generate funds for much-needed recreational and athletic facility. 3 balls, no strikes. The pitch. Ball 4. He walked him. The tying run is on at first with 1 out. That's the 3rd walk given up by Wortham. Here now is Willie Mays Aiken. He got a base hit in the 5th, struck out in the 2nd. In hockey, at the end of 2 periods, Buffalo 5, New York Islanders 3. Here's a slider to Aiken. Strike call. Pirates scored a run in the bottom of the 9th to beat the Dodgers 2-1. 1 strike to nothing. Runner on at first base, 1 away. Willie Mays Aiken, left-hand hitter. The throw to first. Whoa, he almost threw it away. Randy Scarberry and Ed Farmer begin to warm up in the bullpen. Wortham is not fast. Swung and a miss, he fell down. He swung so hard. One out. One on. Now the pitch. High. 2 strikes on a ball. Rich Wortham in his first start of the season. The left-hand hitter digging in. The pitch. Over to first. Runner back. Aikens hitting 200 with 1 homer, 8 runs batted in. Now the stretch. The pitch. Bouncing ball to the second baseman. Morrison has it. Out at second, over to first. Double play from Morrison to Pryor to Johnson. So we move into the bottom of the 7th. The score: White Sox 1, Kansas City nothing. Hey! Everybody, let me hear you. Okay, Nancy. Take me out to the ball game. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I ever get back. Oh, it's root, root, root for the White Sox. If they don't win, it's a shame. For it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. Hey! Boy, we could use a few more runs. What a terrific ball game. Wortham and Gura pitched against each other. Here's Chet Lemon to lead it off. He's hit the ball hard twice. A double to left and lined out to right. Another run or two would just about ice this one up. Curveball in there, a strike call. Cincinnati leading New York Mets 9-5 in the 6th. There it goes. If it stays fair, it might be out of here. It goes foul. Holy cow. Just missed by a foot. Let's see that one again. Watch this. Boy, I was hoping that wind would kind of keep it fair. Watch, just to the wrong side of the pole. Look at that. 4 feet the other way. Would have been a homer. There's a base hit to left. Lemon grounds a single to left field. Boy, I tell you, I don't know whether it's just a coincidence, but when Orlando Cepeda is with the team, our guys seem to hit better. When he was down in the minor leagues working with the minor league hitters, is when we went into that terrible slump. Here now, Nordhagen, a runner at first. Nobody out. Gura's pitch, instead over to first. Jim Morrison stole his first base of the year in the 6th inning. Fastball low and inside. Nordhagen's liable to put one on the roof. Wind or no wind. Red Sox are leading at Texas 2-0 in the 3rd. Good friend of Jack Gaughan's, Chuck Wingard, watching the game here tonight. 1 ball, no strikes. Again, he's back. 2 balls, no strikes. Lemon's on at first base. Lemon's really hit that ball hard tonight. There you see activity in the bullpen for Kansas City. Pulled it foul. 2 balls and a strike. They're from the Social Security office in Markham, Illinois. Runner back. The boys are here from the University of Illinois on their 2nd annual Cubs Sox outing. They saw the Cubs this afternoon, watching the White Sox tonight. Ball 3. 3 balls and a strike. Sean Hall and a busload of Cub Scouts from Princeton, Illinois are here. 3 balls, 1 strike. Watch Lemon, he might break. The delivery. He had a good pitch to hit. Hey, the second baseman White makes the cut in foul territory. There's Harold Baines now. He's hitless. Baines has been an easy out twice. This would be a good spot to get hold of one. Gura throws to first. Bruce Kim on deck. Popped it up. Third baseman under the ball. Chalk. 2 gone. We haven't hit a fair ball since Lemon got on. Nordhagen fouled out to White. Baines fouls out to Chalk. And here's Kim. I'll be surprised to see if Lemon tried to steal here to get in scoring position. Lemon stole his first base of the year last night. Kim waiting. Runner back. Pittsburgh 2, Dodgers 1. Started out Candelaria against Sutton. Jacoby in relief as a winner, Howe in relief as a loser. They had only 9,000 people at Pittsburgh. There goes the throw to first. They got Lemon picked off the throw. He's out. 1, 3, 4 if you're scoring. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, nobody left. At the end of 7, it's still 1-0 in favor of the White Sox. Harry Caray and Jimmy Piersall from Comiskey Park. As we go into the 8th, we have a new pitcher.
Farmer, boy, what a job he's doing. He's got 7 saves in 10 appearances. This is his 11th appearance. His ERA is 1.40. He's won 2 and lost none in 19 1/3 innings. The big guy now is 6'5", weighs about 210 pounds. His curveball, believe it or not, has become maybe his best pitch at times. He only got 6 left-handed batters in that dugout, so he may see a few.
Wortham, who couldn't get anybody out Sunday in relief, started his first game of the year. Went 7 innings, allowed 3 hits and no run. Walked 3 and struck out 2. 1 strike to nothing on Dave Chalk. Fastball low. Ed Farmer, leading relief pitcher in the American League. The pitch. Bouncing ball, foul outside third. Junior Moore, who earlier made a spectacular save. Mike Squires playing first base as a defensive move. George Brett is on deck.
Quisenberry or Quisenberry warming up, huh? That Under Armour Quisenberry.
Bouncing ball, foul. 2 strikes and a ball.
Some kind of a berry down there. He's tough too. He throws underhand. I know what it is. I know what it is. Quisenberry, yes.
2 strikes and a ball.
Woo.
Barely missed.
Come on.
Kim looked back.
Boy,
Great umpire Jim McKeon wouldn't give it to him.
Well, I thought Kim was going to jump out of his shoes. Stop pitching us. These guys are going nowhere.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Farmer making his 11th appearance of the year. Now he's down to 3-2.
The first hitter, Harry, always gives him a fit. Get that first hitter out of there, he settles down.
3 balls, 2 strikes. George Brett's going to be the pinch hitter. He had a cut at a high slider, a breaking ball, and fouled it back.
Outfielders have to be careful right now. They're giving him plenty of left center field. I'd like to see him just either bring Bannister over further, because you can't give him that much for a triple.
3 balls, 2 strikes. Ed Farmer ready. The pitch. Fly ball into short right field. Baines makes a sensational catch. Holy cow. What a play the kid made. It looked like it was going to drop in there.
This is the Harold Baines I see in practice every day, Harry. Watch the jump he gets on this ball now. He stays right down with it and watches the ball go in his glove. A lot of times he picks his head up.
Boy, you had to get a great jump to catch that ball. Here's George Brett.
That's the second good catch he's made. He's made one off a Porter in the 7th.
The star of the Kansas City Ball Club, hitting .259 with 2 homers, takes the first pitch a little bit low. One of baseball's great stars, George Brett.
What's the matter with him, Coach?
He's got a bruised heel.
Bet you got it jumping on the bag. That's where they usually get it.
Now the pitch. Low, ball 2. George will be 27. On the 15th of this month. Left-hand hitter, a great star. Lifetime batting average of .310 in the major leagues. Came up originally in 1973. Bouncing ball, thank you. Morrison's got it over to first. Whoa, Brett stumbled and fell. That heel is really bothering him. You can see him running, and his leg was really killing him.
This ball's down, Harry. Watch how he runs. I don't know if we're going to be able to see it. There he stumbles. So 2 up, 2 down. Here is Washington, switch hitting. Boy, Harry, these are the guys you want to get out. 2 out, nobody on. Get in there and hit, Bush. Boy, UL Washington, a switch hitter. Baltimore's leading 10-3 over Minnesota in the 9th. And the Yankees lead at Milwaukee 5-1 in the 5th. Boston leading at Texas 2-0 in the 4th. Cleveland and Oakland just started. Wild one goes back to the screen. You don't want to get this guy on because he can fly too. They'll steal a lot of bases on you if you don't be careful. Farmer, who retired 7 in a row last night. Let's see where Washington's playing. You won't find anybody guarding the line in a situation the way Moore is right now. He is way in the grass. Here you'll
2
see
balls,
it now.
no strikes.
Look where he is. He is really in on the line and almost on top of Washington. Now he just creeps a few more steps over there. Good fastball right in there. Farmer figured he's going to take, just threw that ball over. He didn't really hum it. UL Washington Washington and Wilson, you got to keep off the bases. They can fly.
The pitch. Fouled it back. Washington hits 375 right-handed, 256 left-handed. His home run came right-handed. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Leadoff man Willie Wilson is on deck. There's 2 out. Hey, struck him out. Off-speed curveball. 1-2-3, nothing across. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. 1-0 White Sox. Harry Caray back at Comiskey Park. We're going to the bottom of the 8th. The White Sox are leading 1-0. Earlier this year, the White Sox were involved in a 1-0 game. Tommy John beat them. Now they're trying to beat Kansas City. Kansas City will have one more chance. They'll have the head of their batting order. Here's Kim. There's a smash up the middle of base hit. Kim singles to center.
I put a runner in for him now, Harry. It's a big run.
Our good friend Bill DeWitt, who's chairman of the board of the Chicago White Sox, well-known baseball executive, here with his family, his wife Margaret, his daughter Joan.
Here comes
Caray Champa started out of the dugout. Champas is going to run for Kim.
I haven't seen Pryor lay down a bunt now in his last 10 times. He's a good bunter, but for some reason he doesn't get the job done. He does it in practice, but not in a game.
Milwaukee must be coming up with a big 5th inning. The Yankees were leading 5-1, and Ron Davis has gone in to pitch for the Yankees, replacing Louis Tiana.
I'd bunt the first base now. Aikens not with too much speed over there. I'd bunt over there.
Throw to first, the runner back.
Chalk is charging right in on him. So bunt the ball to the big guy at first. He'll have to throw it up the street.
Champas a lead. He bunts, tried to go down to first base line, but he bunted foul. Baltimore defeats Minnesota 10-3.
We have been bunting fairly well, though, you know, Coach. We've done a lot of good bunting compared to other years. And Winkles right now is telling him, let's have it again.
Boy, in the 9th inning, they have Willie Wilson, Frank White, and Hal McRae coming up.
There you see Champas.
Marfoli limbering up in the bullpen. Throws over there, Champas is back.
You young players now, when you're on first base and a bunt's on, your job is just to make sure that he bunts the ball and run. Don't try to steal it. Don't let yourself get picked off. Wait for the bunt.
There's a ball bunted. It's a good one. The only play. First base. Sacrifice.
Boy, that was a beauty. You couldn't ask for a better one. He bunted it dead right on the end of the bat. Watch him tilt his bat now. Right on the end of the bat. And it's a beauty. The catcher's going to get it. First baseman has to fall on the ground. Almost threw it away, I thought. Boy. Banny's due, Harry. I can feel it.
Bannister is nothing out of 3 tonight. Struck out as a pinch hitter last night.
Big hole between first and second. Look out.
Frank White cut in behind Champas, but no play.
Look how deep that right fielder is, Harry. He is really deep. He doesn't know the league.
Strike call. And Bannister likes to hit the ball over that way.
I'll tell you, if the rest of the outfielders in the league would be in close because they know Bannister goes that way, and with the wind blowing in, he couldn't hit it over their head.
1 strike and nothing. Started to swing and he held up ball low.
I bet you Gura doesn't throw more than 110 pitches a game. He's pitched 3 shutouts already this year. His first 5 starts.
Having a slugfest in New York. Cincinnati leading 9-7 at the end of 6. Pick off, but no throw.
If we can hit it to left field now, Caray doesn't throw well at all.
A ball and a strike. Bouncing ball, foul outside third. 2 strikes and a ball. Alan Bannister.
Come on, Benny, you can hit this garbage he's throwing up there.
A game situation here.
What a hole. Gosh, he's got to go to right field. White is almost tagging second base.
2 strikes and a ball. Low and away to even the count at 2-2. Gura trying to get the fastball by him that time.
Yeah, and the catcher, Wortham, moved outside right on the corner because he's been inside on a couple of pitches of Banning.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at second, 1 out.
They're going outside again on him.
He doesn't throw the ball. Alan Bannister waiting. Ground ball to the third baseman. That'll be easy. Chalks Peg in time. To John.
Here's my man. He'll do it. Come on, Junior.
Junior Moore, who's nothing out of 3. Now, Bannister last night as a pinch hitter was intentionally passed. Oh for 4 tonight. Takes a base hit now with 2 away. There it is! Here comes Chapman. He ought to score easily. 2-0. Junior Moore came through, Jimmy.
He hit the ball hard all night. And in the last series against Milwaukee, he hit the ball good. He's a good hitter. He's a tough out. And certainly a great play he made to save a double. So he's redeeming himself for whatever errors he's had. Here you'll see it now. This is a ball that's really in on him, and he rips it. Boy, you can't hit it any harder. But the grass slows it up, and Caray, who can't throw, wouldn't throw the midget out at all. Here he comes, Midge.
Harry Chapman scored easily. Here's Morrison. He's 1 out of 3 tonight. 2-0.
That's a big run. Big run.
White Sox shooting for their 14th victory of the year. The fastball is in there for a strike call. A year ago, at this time, the White Sox had 11-13 record.
You know, one thing about Gura, he's pitched a heck of a game, too.
Yes, he has.
Boy, he has pitched a whale of a ball game.
Runner back.
Harry, did you say he's from Joliet, Illinois?
Yeah, I was born to raise there.
They got a good golf course there, Harry, I'll tell you that.
Doesn't live there now, though. There's a dry foul.
The trouble with Morrison, he's not quick enough with his hands. He's just like lightning.
2 strikes and nothing. Morrison 1 out of 3 for the night. I'm looking ahead at that Kansas City 9th inning. Wilson, White, McRae. That was a big run to pick up. Junior Moore drove it in. There's a line drive, base hit. Right field, a runner on second, racing for third. The throw comes into second base. Morrison, the ball was almost by him. He just flicked his wrist and signaled to right.
I'll tell you, Harry, when he gets a little smarter, he'll do anything he wants with that bat because he's got a sensational pair of hands. That ball's in the corner a little bit. Here you see Moore hustling for third. But here comes the manager.
Jim Fry, the new manager of the Kansas City Royals, motioning down to the bullpen. We're going to have a new pitcher. We'll tell you about him following this.
FM 103 is always a relief, because if you're looking for hits, we bring them to you. BMX FM 103, where you're always safe. Whether you just want to lay back and listen, or you really want to blow it out. Stay with WBMX FM 103 and check out the White Sox.
Quisenberry, a side armor, an under armor, a submariner, you name it. That's the way he throws it. He's had a great year so far. He's 1-1 with an ERA of 1.96. This is his 9th game. He has 3 saves for Kansas City. He's pitched 18 1/3 innings. He has given up 12 hits, 4 runs, all earned, 1 home run. He's walked 1 and struck out 6. He's been in baseball since '75. He started at Waterloo, then Jacksonville for 3 years, and then Omaha. Brought up last year where he was 3-2 at Kansas City in 32 games. He saved 5. He's 26 years old, 6 feet 2, 180 pounds, born in Santa Monica, California. So he comes in right now with the White Sox leading 2-0, 2 outs in the bottom of the 8th inning. Squires is going to face him with runners on 1st and 3rd, and a chance for us to pick up another run. Coach, get it.
All right. Mike Squires will replace Lamar Johnson.
I like that song, Harry. Boy, we used to sing it all the time in '77.
Squires, the batter, runners at 1st and 3rd. Quisenberry is 1-1, lost 1, and saved 3. 7,938 on a chilly night in Chicago. Milwaukee got 3 runs in their 5th.
Boy, glad I got my sweater.
The Yankees now lead 5-4 at the end of 5. Squires, his first time at bat, takes a fastball in there, strike call.
Tell you one thing, he's tough on right-handers, and he's not easy for left-handers because that ball sinks to Colby. What Pittsburgh has made a living with that kind of a motion.
Squires hitting .280 with 1 homer and 8 RBI. Quisenberry steps off the mound. Larry Gura pitched an outstanding ball game himself.
We have a play here, Harry. I don't know whether they'll use it. They might when there's 2 strikes.
There's a line shot on 1 hop to the shortstop. Flips over to second for the force play. Well, 1 run scored thanks to Junior Moore's clutch hit. 1 run, 3 hits, no errors, 2 left. We're going into at the end of 8. The score: White Sox 2, Kansas City 0. Harry Caray back at Comiskey Park as we go into the top of the 9th. The White Sox are leading 2-0. Last night, Farmer came into the ball game and retired the last 7 men he faced. Came in the game today in the 8th inning, retired 3 in a row. In his last 2 appearances, he's retired 10 straight. Here's Willie Wilson to lead it off, a speed demon. Farmer's pitch. Right down the middle of fastball, a strike is called. Barely fouled it off. He had a very, very clumsy swing. He was fooled on a breaking ball. 2 strikes and nothing. Nobody on, nobody out. Ball game in the top of the 9th. White Sox are leading 2-0. Look out, almost hit him. High, tight fastball. 2 strikes and a ball. Steve Braun waiting on deck. Watch his pitch again. He was trying to get the fastball inside. Threw it behind him. 2 strikes and nothing and a ball. Cleveland and Oakland, they're just starting. Oh, he may beat it out. Who's going to cover? No play. A scratch hit. Boy, that's what you fear with that guy. That's the importance of that other run. Now Braun, a left-hand hitter. Watch this again. Squires very wisely just held on to the ball. There was no chance of getting him. Steve Braun Used to be with Seattle, used to be with the Twins. He's hitting .053. No homers, 1 RBI, but a dangerous left-hand hitter. Steve Braun. High pop fly. Pryor going out, Bannister coming in. Pryor makes the catch. 1 away. Braun. Pop to Pryor. Here's Hal McRae now. He's 1 out of 3 tonight. Larry Gura had pitched 3 shutouts already this season going into this game. The White Sox got a run in the 2nd inning on a double by Lemon and a single by Nordhagen. Single by Kim. A sacrifice, an infield out, and a base hit by Moore. Accounted for the other run in the 8th. McRae, the batter, fouled it back, and it evens it up. Hal McRae was going for the game tire there. He was going for the downs, as the boys say. Same 2 teams tomorrow night. We'll be with you at 7:15 here on 44. High inside. 2 balls and a strike. Hal McRae with 3 homers this season. The wind is blowing out of the northwest. They're playing McRae straight away. Smash foul. Outside third to even it up 2-2. The White Sox have pulled 2 double plays. The big one came with the bases loaded, 1 out in the 5th. When Jim Morrison leaped high in the air for Dethridge's line drive and turned it into an unassisted double play. That saved the game right there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Fouled it back. Boy, it turned out to be a very cool night. A delightful day, and through the early evening hours, really beautiful. But about an hour or so ago, temperature began to drop quickly. Here's a pitch. Half swing. A roller down to Squires. He'll make the play himself. 2 gone. Wilson was going. That might have thrown the batter off a little bit. McRae tried to stop his swing, and the ball rolled down to Squires. That's 2 gone, 1 more, and it'll all be over. Here's Darrell Porter. He's nothing out of 3. He's the designated hitter. Recently rejoined the ball club. 2 men are out. Good fastball. He just buzzed the ball right by him there. Farmer going for his ace save. One strike and nothing. Porter is out of the batter's box. Standing as far back as he can. Digging a hole. Or Foley behind the plate. There, Sox win. The Sox win it 2-0. Ed Farmer just got his 8th save of the year, and Tex Wortham gets a victory he really richly earned. Listen to the crowd. Boy, there you see a scene of happiness as the White Sox file through the dugout. We'll be back with the totals in a moment. Well, it isn't always that you can say the defense won the game, but you certainly can say it here tonight. Great plays. The leaping catch by Morrison of a line drive with the bases loaded and only one out, which he turned into an unassisted double play. The sensational diving stop and perfect throw by Junior Moore of what would have been at least a double. A great catch in right field by the youngster Harold Bain. All these played stellar roles, and combined with the magnificent pitching of Tex Wortham and Ed Farmer, led the White Sox to their victory 2-0 over the Kansas City Royals. You know, Farmer now has been in 11 games. One of those 11 games, nothing was at stake. He worked just to get a little work in. In the other 10 games, there was something at stake. And of those 10 games, he has 8 saves and 2 victories. Now, the White Sox have won a total of 14 games. Ed Farmer has had a decisive role, either through victory or save, in 10 out of the 14. Tex Wortham was absolutely brilliant. In 7 innings, he allowed only 3 hits and no run. And then Farmer came in to nail it down. The White Sox got their first run with 1 out, a double by Lemon and a single by Nordhagen. That was enough to win it. Junior Moore added the insurance run in the 8th inning with a base hit. One of the other highlights, keen developments in this game, was the resurgence of the hitting of Chet Lemon. He hit the ball on the nose every time, a double, a drive to right, and a single. Jimmy's all set now with his post-game guests. This is Harry Caray, wishing you all a very pleasant good evening from Comiskey Park in Chicago, where the White Sox have blanked the Kansas City Royals 2-0. Hope you enjoyed the telecast. See you tomorrow night at 7:15. So long, everybody.
The Chicago White Sox have been brought to you by the following participating advertisers. Schlitz, make the most of now. From the life you live to the beer you drink, go for it. Chevrolet and your local Chevy dealers inviting you to come in and test drive the 1980 Chevrolet that's right for you. Yes, Chevy's got it. Just come and get it. True Value Hardware Stores. True Value. More than just a name, it's our way of doing business. Commonwealth Edison, providing you the power to grow. The Coca-Cola Bottling Company of Chicago. Bottlers of Coke, Tab, Sprite, and Fresca. Have a Coke and a smile. Interlake Incorporated, a Chicago-based company in metals and material handling. Sponsoring White Sox baseball for 8 consecutive years. Rusty Jones and the over 2,500 new car dealers who offer Rusty Jones rust-proofing nationwide. Hello, Rusty Jones. Goodbye, Rusty Cars. Zenith System 3 Color TV with computer space command remote control. See your Zenith dealer for a demonstration. And by the Association of Chicagoland McDonald's Restaurants. Nobody can do it like McDonald's can. And by Checker Oil. If you want good quality where the price is right, that Checker, it's a gas.
A TV 44 sports presentation. This game is copyrighted by the Chicago White Sox.
It's time for the Baseball Report Show, featuring Jimmy Piersall. Baseball Report is brought to you by your greater Chicago area Toyota dealers.
Jimmy Piersall back at Comiskey Park. What a ball game tonight. The White Sox win it 2-0. My guest tonight, Wayne Nordhagen. What a year he's having. He's hitting well over 350. He's driven in his 11th run tonight, this year, and won the ball game for us. Wayne, you got to be a little bit happy about the way the ball is jumping off that bat for you, and certainly base hit tonight was a good one.
Well, I'm happy anytime I get a base hit. The only thing I would be much happier about is to get that ball jumping off my bat every day instead of, you know, once every 3 days, because I definitely believe I can be a big part of this club, and I'm still waiting for that opportunity, and I hope it's right around the corner.
When you say you'd like to play every day, what position? I notice you work out at third, you work with me in the outfield, and you have worked at first base, you've done some catching. Which position do you think you could help the club at?
Well, I don't care where they could put me. You know, I could play left, I could play, you know, I don't think I could play third at, you know, at the moment. I might be able to play a little bit of first base. One thing I can do is DH for sure. And,
Against both left-handers and
it doesn't make any difference to me, especially now after we've come out of spring training. You know, we face them all down there, and, you know, having the strength that I do, I believe that, you know, at them every day, it makes no difference who pitches, you know. We've had a few guys here in the past that, you know, DHs, for example, you know, and every DH on any other team in our division, the other division, you know, it doesn't make any difference to them. They're just at it every day. It stabilizes your lineup. You got somebody in there that can drive in the run, and you know, I just want to be in there, that's all.
Nothing wrong with that. We'll be right back to talk to Wayne Nordhagen right after this message. Jimmy Piersall back with my guest, Wayne Nordhagen, where the White Sox tonight at Comiskey Park won it 2-0. A combined shutout. Rich Wortham and Ed Farmer, what a job they both did here tonight. Let's show that base hit that Wayne got. Now, Gura, a tough pitcher, a guy that you have to try not to hit too hard off. What did you hit off it?
I hit a fastball, Jimmy. He threw two change-ups right. I don't know, the bottom fell out of him, and I must have missed him by 2 feet each. And it surprised me that he came back with a fastball where he did, right over the middle of the plate.
Watch this play at the plate. You know, Lem was almost thrown out because he went around third base so wide. It was a high throw, but he gets by him. Wortham misses him. And a big RBI. That's the winning run tonight, even though we got a security run. That was a big one right there. Let me ask you this now. A guy like Gura, do you talk over in the clubhouse about how you're going to try to hit him? We've had so much trouble with Tommy John and Caldwell hitting so many ground balls. What was the reason that the big change tonight, everybody hitting the ball in the air to the opposite field?
Well, I don't know, you know, because usually, you know, Larry is very tough, especially, you know, on a right-hand hitting club, on a left-hand hitting club, because he's got that good sinker. I don't think the ball was sinking for him tonight like he would have liked it. Now, whether it was a wind or not, I don't know, but, you know, usually Larry pitches pretty good against us. And for the fly balls, boy, I'll tell you, it has to be that a sinker just wasn't working like it usually does.
In the Milwaukee series, we didn't get a break on anything, but tonight with the bases loaded, that line drive to second base, that Morrison made a fine play on, just turned things around for us. The game seemed to go our way without any problem.
Yeah, that was one of the big turning points of the ball game at that time. I think there was only one out at the time, and one run, and like you say, in the Milwaukee series, that probably would have fell somewhere, someplace, but as it did, it turned out good.
I forgot the other day. When it's cold and you're going to come in a pinch hit, or you're sitting on a bench, a designated hitter, is it tough for you to get loose? A big guy like yourself, you know, strong-shouldered? No,
not at all. I'm in the clubhouse when they come to bat, I'm in the clubhouse every inning swinging, and it's warm in there, and I keep my jacket on.
Do you eat too while you're in there?
No, I don't eat. Although last night I had some hot chocolate, but I wasn't doing anything last night until it counted, you know, and then I was out there. But no, I keep very loose inside. You have to. You just can't. You can't sit on the bench 2 or 3 innings and then go up there and swing a bat. It's pretty tough.
I'll tell you, as a player, I hated the pinch hit. It's something about it that or even be a designated hitter. There's some attitude that you got to have. Over the last few years, you must now carry, when you walk up to the plate, you're going to look for a certain pitch, or what are you going to do? Are you going to hit the first pitch if it's a strike?
Well, I think what I've carried over the last 3 years is basically experience. Now, you know, I've seen every pitcher in this league. I know what they throw, what their best pitch is. You know, if they're trying to get ahead quick, and you know, I don't necessarily really look for a certain pitch. I just look for a pitch around in my zone, somewhere where I can put the bat on. And I figure if I'm going up there to pinch hit, I don't help nobody by taking four balls somewhere. If it's close, I'm going to hack.
Wayne, I'll see you in left field about 5:15 tomorrow, okay?
Okay, Jimmy.
Okay, babe. Tomorrow's game will be at 7:30. Harry Caray's On Deck show is 7:15. It'll be Kansas City Royals. The White Sox win it tonight, 2-0. Great performance by both Wortham and Farmer. I'm Jimmy Piersall saying thanks for watching.
Guests on the Baseball Report show will receive the rechargeable Eltron Interstate Shaver by Brown AG, Model 770, Eltron's top cord model, incorporating the patented high-performance foil shaving system and platinum-coated shaving head. It's from Henry K. Jewelers at 547 North Michigan Avenue in the 3rd level of the Water Tower Place. This has been the Baseball Report Show. Baseball Report has been brought to you by your Greater Chicago area Toyota dealers.